listening to Lo-Fi Girl this morning. Good morning. I don't know if you know Lo-Fi Girl, but I'm gonna probably get demonetized, so let's all enjoy it, okay? There's so much to talk about today, I don't even know where to start. Let's start by doing that. What's up, y'all? How you doing? Yeah, I mean, right? Yesterday it was, are we gonna get some Zelda, some Legend of Zelda Secret Lairs? And today it's like a fire hose of information. Yeah, dear King, we're chilling today. I knew I was gonna wake up to a bunch of Secret Lair information. I was not prepared to wake up to a Lo-Fi Girl Secret Lair announcement. I love Lo-Fi Girl. You gotta know that, like, Lo-Fi Girl is always on in our house. And so when I saw that, I was like, dude, this looks so sick. I'm in. Stardew Valley? Yeah. Stardew Valley Secret Lair? That's kind of cool. I don't know Stardew Valley. I don't play it, so y'all are gonna have to help me with this one. It's got a treasure vault, a royal serpent, a treasure token, an ooze token for the big slime, Sword of Fortune Frontier, aka Galaxy Sword, and then Arcane Signet. I don't know Stardew Valley, so I don't get these references. The art style looks pretty cool. I like that they magicked up the art style here, and it's not, you know, pixelated art. But I think there's also one of those, right? Oh no, they didn't do pixelated art for any of it. Command Tower, Homeward Path, that's a good reprint. Fountain Port, oh, these are all lands. Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth, and Crop Rot? Wow. That's actually a pretty decent one, right? Original Urban. I don't know if you're joking or if that was something that was announced today. At this point, I'm just like, nothing would surprise me. A Frankenberry versus Captain Crunch Secret Lair, I'd be like, yeah, probably. W, what's up? Good to see you. Yeah, how about no? I think these look cool. The aesthetic seems to still be there to some degree. And these are certainly some decent reprints here. This one in particular, I bet, ages pretty well. Moon. Oh, wait, they did do one. Oh, look. And they even have one that looks like the game. Is this close to the art style of the game? This isn't straight up the art style of the game, is it? This is a little bit stylized. Mr. Amcam, we're gonna watch it here. So yeah, that's a good point. I jumped right in. Dude, there's so much happening today, my brain is just going blah, 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 blah. Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. How are you doing this morning? How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the stream. I'm Joel. If you don't know me, I talk about magic prices and products so that you can play more and waste less on this channel. You should subscribe if you feel like I help you at any point. Today, we got a lot of announcements. Right now is MagicCon Amsterdam, and so there's a lot happening disconnected from my Eastern United States time zone. And I woke up to a ton of Secret Lairs this morning that we knew were getting announced at a panel that was happening in the middle of the night. Or in the very early hours of the morning Eastern time. That's what we're looking at right now. In like 50 minutes, there is going to be a panel in Amsterdam that is announcing at least 3 2027 sets. And that's the main thing we're here to look at today. We're going to look at the Secret Lairs that were announced this morning. Until that time, kind of poke through these and see where we fall. But The main thing we're doing here today is looking at those new 2027 sets. Blake said that they're going to live stream it from Amsterdam, so as long as nothing is messed up on their side, we should be good to go. And I was told 12:30. Appreciate you being here if you're watching live or after the fact. Thanks to everybody who supports me directly over on Patreon and or the new Metafy. Thanks to the sponsors of the channel that help me do this every day. Card Conduit, best place to sell your cards quickly and easily on the internet. Packs.com, best place to open digital packs of real cards and have them shipped to your house. TCG Player, best place to buy real cards on the internet. Dragon Shield, best way to protect your cards. Look at these new deck boxes. This new deck box system they've got is insane. And Moxfield, the only place to put your deck lists on the internet. Okay, business done. Count, I am not caught up on last night's live episode. Yesterday we watched Wednesday's episode. I do it. I watch Big Brother on a 1-day delay. Some days we're able to watch it live, but like, bleh. 12:30 Eastern, Steven. So when I say times, I'm talking Eastern. I'm talking my time zone. My TZ. I'm looking at my clock. It's 11:42 right now where I'm sitting. And that means in about 48 minutes, we're going to have that live stream. And we'll go find it. I don't know where it's going to be. We'll find it. Maybe it'll probably be on their Twitch. If I had to guess, put some money down. Real Certified Milkman. That is the cool thing about this one. So far, it's been pitched as we're only talking about the universes within sets. Which makes sense. That would be the only thing that Wizards, I think, would be able to confidently talk about at this point of the year for the next year. Because we know and we've seen those universes beyond deals can shift entire set releases. And so those they may be like, let's make sure the ink is dry before we announce those. But the in-universe stuff they can say with confidence, I would assume. So that's what we're getting today. I got a little poll going. Wow, Ikoria's winning right now. I've seen a lot of people say I'm on Ket. That would be dope. Back to Amon Ket, see what everybody's up to. That plane, they found out that their god was a villain and was just harvesting them for his army. And one of their gods got their arm blown off and escaped into the desert. A bunch of the gods died. And the whole place basically had like an apocalypse. So it would be interesting to see what's going on Amonkhet. Might be nothing. They might be like, why do we go back there? Did you see what happened? It was an apocalypse. There's nothing left, dog. It was sand before, and to sand it returned. Alara would be cool. Alara was where a lot of people started, G-Lam, and that would be kind of cool. I could dig it. An all gold set. Let's go back to it. Sean, I would imagine if we don't get another Bloomborough next year, we'll get one the year after. Because that set banged for them. And we know that Christopher announced that they want more women in the game. Please bring us more women. That's straight from the CEO, so. Gotta make some women sets. I guess Bloomborough would be that. I don't know what else Christopher imagines is a women set over a man set. But Christopher has his thoughts. Baldur's Gate. A Baldur's Gate return would be sick. Duskmorn without the 80s stuff would be dope. All right, that's the first one of the day that caught me off guard. Ken Sama. We need a Big Bang Theory set. Bazinga, am I right, guys? Yeah, dude, that's the enthusiasm I want in here. That's the enthusiasm I'm looking for, everybody. Bazinga! I'm looking for a Family Matters secret lair. Did I do that? Does Baldur's Gate count as in-universe? No. Baldur's Gate counted as Universes Beyond, I believe. That might have been errated. I think. Somebody asked if I was... No, Huey, the announcement goes live at 12:30. Oh, my little thing isn't live on this view. I'm so sorry, y'all. Check this out. Ba-ding! Look at that. Look at that. Answers you didn't even know were prepared. We're prepared. A Golden Girls secret lair. Yeah, dude, let's get a Nick at Night secret lair going. We'll have... Okay, the Nick at Night super drop. It's got the monkeys. It's got Gilligan's Island. It's got I Love Lucy. Golden Girls. It depends on how, you know, like what we do as far as the procession through the secret layer, what generations we want to hit. Oni May, I'm gonna hit you with the astronauts always has been meme. Like the second or third set in existence was was Arabian Nights. Come on. It's been there since the beginning. Ooh. Beaver Cleaver Commander deck? Absolutely Bonky asked me about them getting the rights to the Zelda toys. I'm looking into that right now. It's very cool, obviously. I see it as a potential bridge back to working with Nintendo. You know, that relationship ended with a lawsuit last time over the Pokemon TCG. And so that has always kind of been like, man, doubtful. We'll see. Maybe at some point it'll get rearranged. But I want to speak to that with actual, like, full-on knowledge and not just like what I know based on what I've heard and read in the past. And so I'm looking into that lawsuit and looking into why the relationship deteriorated so that I can actually speculate on whether I think it'll lead to some of the things that we hope it will lead to, right? Like Pokemon Magic sets. Y'all know that Pokemon Magic sets would slam. Pokemon X MTG would be one of the biggest things possible to happen to the game, because it would tie it in even further to the success of the Pokemon TCG. Pokemon X MTG would be ridiculous. And it could be mined forever. We talk about a Marvel deal. We're gonna do 6 sets over 6 years. Marvelous. Excelsior. That Pokemon deal. Look at all these people saying no, please no. Why? The Pokemon flippers would lose their minds. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I know that there would be so many. Yes, I get it. It's not a ace in the hole. You know what's way more guaranteed if they can get a bridge going back to Nintendo? Metroid set, or not set, but you know, some Metroid cards, Legend of Zelda cards, Mario cards. Yeah, Summer Lane, I feel you on that, but also it's hard to look at Square Enix announcing at the end of the year after the Final Fantasy set, Square Enix, the company, saying, oh, we made way more money the year that the MTG set came out in every category. It was a bump for all of our money everywhere. Every single company looked at that and went, we want to do that. Can we do that? How do we do that? Vito? I don't think I've ever seen you say anything truer. Nintendo loves money, y'all. And so does Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast. I think we forget this sometimes. But look, those sets would just pop. Those sets would be like crazy. Smash Bros. Oh, there's the set. That's what it would be. Oh my God. Can you imagine a play booster box of Magic the Gathering that says Super Smash Brothers on it? I'm giggling at how silly and crazy that would go. Can you imagine a Super Smash Brothers pre-release? Oh my God, dude. A Fire Emblem. See, and that's, you're starting to get into the very known but still deeper cuts. Like, I would challenge anybody in chat to name 3 characters from Fire Emblem, but you can go crazy naming characters for a ton of these other IPs. Yes, I think Fire Emblem would get cards. I think it would be like a secret layer. It'd be something like this, where we'd get, you know, Fire Emblem 2 secret layers of it. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Oh my God, Katie, an instant that's just Falcon Punch. That would be the most fun pre-release ever. Tell me it wouldn't be. Right, exactly. Smash Bros collector boxes would go insano. Imagine the special treatments in a Smash Brothers collector box. So yeah, super tangented on that, but yes, I think it's cool that Hasbro and Nintendo are working together. I think that that's a pretty limited deal. I think that it's like just the movie rights for toys. Jesse, that's a whole other... Okay, so Jesse said the World of Warcraft set would go crazy. Seacron, I personally would love an MTGX Halo set, but I don't think it would do as well as any of these others. I think it would be fine. I think that a Halo Secret Lair, I think, would go insane. Warthog, Master Chief, Arbiter, Guilty Spark, a Halo ring that's a station that like destroys all other permanents or something. I don't think they would put, you know, the thing is with Halo, the guns are iconic, but it's very unlikely that you would get Wizards of the Coast printing like Spunker rocket launcher, you know? I don't think that that's going to be an equipment that they print anytime soon. Battle rifle. Battle rifle is an equipment with death touch. It deals 3 damage to split how you want between 2 targets. That's an ability on it though, ADS. You can split 2 damage to 1 and 1 to 1. Oh yeah, now we're talking. MTGX Solitaire. Let's go. Original Urban's trying to make some money. MTGX Mahjong. What other standard? Free Cell. Mine. MTG Secret Lair X Minesweeper. Dragon Ball, I think, could be a whole set. Oh, Battle Rifle gives him triple strike? I like that. That's cool. That would piss off. Dude, that would piss off so many haters if they put on a mechanically unique Universes Beyond card, they put a unique ability, like a first time ability on a Black Border MTG card. MTGX NFL! Get a Cassius Marsh commander deck. All right, this has devolved into everybody telling me exactly which secret layer they want. Or don't want. There you go. Salma, you would be able to play your Minesweeper commander deck. Everybody's happy. MTG's for everybody. MTGX G.I. Joe. Why have I seen so many people say MTGX G.I. Joe? Are there actually Okay, Red Hawk. Are there are there actually G.I. Joe fans out in the world? That's not a thing. None of y'all like G.I. Joe. Stop pretending. There was actually secret layers that were announced today. Okay, so they finally did this one. This is out in the world. This was from the... We saw this first at the Marvel party. But they announced this one. No, is this one still on sale? Didn't this one go on sale while I was asleep? Hold, please. G.I. Joe's a Hasbro property. Oh, I see. It's easy peasy. Easy peasy because of it's a Hasbro property. Oh, no. This one is just available. They chaos vaulted this one like crazy. Chips, I personally think that Neon Kamigawa is going to be in a set next year. What year did that come out? (2022), the beginning of 2022. Yeah, dude. Okay, so Secret Lair X Marvel Spinner Rack still available. Best two cards in this, probably Tippy Toe and Hex. Tippy Toe's kind of popped recently, and Hex Magic people are interested in, but it is just an uncommon, so it's not like a expensive card to begin with. This will just be a cool version of it. Baxter Building's kind of a womp. Hammerhead and Undead Hand Ninjas, those are the kind of cards where you're just like, ah, we'll wait and see. If they're not popping yet, maybe they will. They're 2 mana. Wait, Magic the Gathering X Magic the Gathering? What are you talking about? A set with like planeswalkers and a dragon that's the main bad guy and stuff? Whoa! Sorry about the Benedict Cumberbatch jump scare. That was unexpected. Whew. That was crazy. All right. Chat, did y'all see that Squin and Crag made a card? The name of it is Squin and Crag made a card. And it says +1 counters give -1 and -1 counters give +1. They're still +1 and -1 counters. The effects are just backwards. That's pretty cute. Count, what up? Hex Magic's your favorite card in the set? It's a good card. All right, we looked at the Stardew Valley. Wait, let's look at the card choices here. We got Swords to Plowshares, Rites of Flourishing, Soul Ring, a food token. Oh, a Dawn's Truce reprint is pretty good. That's pretty cool. Kenny and Tiro, Wedding Ring, and Stardew Valley. Is this just a mechanically unique card? A brand new mechanically unique land? Oh, geez. Oh, geez. What does that say on it? MTG X American Civil War? Only if it's Ken Burns. Brad Weston, I'm down if it's MTG X Ken Burns American Civil War. And it's just a historical walk through the reality of what happened in that tragic event. Now with precons. Oh man, tickled myself on that one. These choices good for a land secret layer. You get a game changer. Fountain Port's good in token decks. Yavimaya is good kind of consistently. Homeward Path is one that's like always surprisingly expensive, dodging reprints. Let's see if I'm accurate on that or not. $15 on a Homeward Path, cheapest. That's pretty cool. Oh, nice. First rule. That's awesome. What'd you get in it? Anything good? It was, it might have been Whatnot or Drip. Autographed Civil War cards. Yeah, Ryan. So that's where we start getting cut signatures on Magic cards. Is like we get Abraham Lincoln's cut signature on his commander card. We're towing the line today. We're towing the line today. Absolutely. Amonkhet is the 10-year anniversary of Amonkhet's 27. Oh, that's interesting. We technically went, if you want to get the actually crowd in chat, we technically went back to Amonkhet for Aether Drift. MTGX Stephen King. That's unironically not a terrible idea for a secret layer drop, right? Some of those would be pretty cool. I could actually get my mother to pay attention if MTG did Ken Burns Civil War set. Yeah, that's like my grandfather in Ken Burns baseball. MTG X Ken Burns baseball. The first inning. Guys, we're doing a 9-set Ken Burns baseball MTG crossover. 1 inning per set. We'll do the extra innings as secret layers. Man, there's like 12 people in chat right now that are like, dude, this is the craziest reference. I get everything he's saying right now and no one else in chat does. Raid set announcements are in 30-ish minutes. Anybody want that Garfield secret layer? Oh my God. Dude, I keep getting jump scared by Benedict Cumberbatch. Y'all know there's a pro tour happening right now? What do we got? Bant Control against Eldrazi Tron. Spectrum, I unironically think that an MTGX PBS secret layer super drop would go hard. I would buy some Eleanor Wonders Why cards. I would buy some Daniel Tiger Daniel Tiger Commander deck. A PBS Commander deck with 5 color Mr. Rogers. You would buy that. They should hire me. 5 color Mr. Rogers PBS Commander deck. It's got Wild Kratts, Eleanor Wonders Why, Sesame Street everywhere. You could actually get, okay, so you'll go, here we go. This is the design. We're going to go 5 color Mr. Rogers Commander deck and just a general Sesame Street. Maybe we'll put Elmo and, oh, what's the girl? Abby. We'll put Elmo and Abby as partner commanders for the Sesame Street deck, and a 5 color Mr. Rogers that encompasses all the other PBS properties: Wild Kratts, Collector Carl, Eleanor Wonders Why. Again, there's like 12 people in here that are like, oh my God, look at him go. Don Quixote. Seriously, I just got down to 10. I'm going to keep drilling down until there's only one person in here who's like, oh my God, I can't believe he knew all of those shows. That would work, I think. This looks like a replay. These players have really fast hands. Bill, you're going back to OG. So we would need to do a whole Sesame Street super drop, and we could go old Sesame Street as one commander deck and new Sesame Street as one commander deck. Duke, I see you, man. I see you. Let's pull them up. Where are the blurry teases? They're on Wizards, right? Bow, 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 down. All right, here we go. Duke 10 League asks, what do you think the 3 blurry teases are? So, 3 blurry teases. I think that this is Ragavan. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm not even showing y'all. 3 blurry teases. Here we go. Chat. Well, Cosmere would be super sick, but that we're not going to hear about Universes Beyond stuff today. We're only going to hear about in-universe stuff today. Red Hawk, that already happened. I think that this one right here, I think that this is Ragavan. I think that they're showing us a fan favorite creature to say, hey, look, we're going back to... What is the name of the... Oh my God, dude. Yeah, today's the announcement, Alex. What is... Ixalan. Jeez. My brain, I could only think Ikoria. I think that this is Megalodon. We would just do a whole MTGX Bravo, right? We could have a RuPaul's. We could have a Real Housewives. Just a whole Bravo super drop. So I think that this is Ikoria. I think that's Ragavan. I think that this is Neon Kamigawa. I think this is like, what's the, oh, Ethan, that's, I mean, Original Urban. That's how we get super confusing on the internet. All the acronyms flying around. What is the name of Tom? Ragavan is Kaladesh? Wasn't Ragavan a pirate monkey token on Ixalan too? Or am I wrong? Oh no, I'm wrong. Ixalan, for some reason my brain is like, I'm conflating this Ixalan deck printing. Whatever. I'm still gonna say I think that this is Ixalan. I think that this is, who is the rat that is the offspring of Red Hawk? I do think that'll happen, but I think it's going to be a while. Yeah, my theory on that one's off. So my bracket's already busted. Jesus. Thank you, buddy. JS, I'll give you one. We are a group of people here that enjoys Magic, so if you are in the right place and you're just being funny, great. This one I think is Kaldheim. This right here gives Kaldheim pretty hard. This little Northern Lights thing. Offspring of Tamio. Shredder. Thoughts on Capenna? None of these three look like Capenna to me. Slider thinks Theros, Ixalan, Amonkhet. This just looks, yeah, maybe. Modern Horizons. You think, I mean, we could get a reprint set next year. Nashi. Thank you, Oz. Oz knows what I was asking. I think that gives Nashi in the middle. I always saw that like purple and neon greens there. You think that's Capenna? You think the right one is Almond Cat? Yeah. Segovia, Ikoria, New Plane. I don't know that New Plane is the best idea for them right now. I think that they really, for the in-universe stuff, have to lean on nostalgia a bit. Have to lean on recognizability a little bit. Because of Universe Beyond scratching the itch of new thing, new thing, new thing, new thing. And so I'm less on team we're gonna have a new plane announced. I just don't see how that would fit right now. Maybe next year. Bloomborough, yeah, it just none of these three give Bloomborough. I don't think that we would return to Valgi's house that soon. An underwater plane. They're resetting stuff, so they may just do old planes with a twist. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too, right? I think that this announcement day is going to start off with mostly a look at Reality Fracture and the narrative consequences that set's gonna have. If it's going to have. Oh yeah, Black Tree. Bloomborough was new and did very well. I'm 100% sure we're going back to Bloomborough. That set was a banger for them. That set was just a banger, period. We're all still playing cards in Commander from Bloomborough. Those Commander decks all went super sick. I'm thinking, making sure Bellow, Zinnia, the Squirrels. What was the other one? MTGX Jacksonville, Florida. MTGX Panama City Beach. Horror Junkies, a whole year of alternate universe sets would be kind of crazy. And it would only, because it's in universe, it'd only be 3 sets, right? Could be a thing. Y'all are wild now. Honestly, Wizards should hire us. We are the new council for what MTG should cross over with. So far, leading ideas are Grand Theft Auto 6, The Bible, Strait of Hormuz, and WWE. So we've got kind of a wide array to present to you today, Wizards. It's gonna be awesome. Vren, I could see. Okay. So maybe not a completely... Okay, I like that approach. If we are going to do a new set, if there was going to be a new set, I could see it being somewhere that the lore is pretty established. Or at least we know it exists. We know what the thing is. There's a basis for our understanding of that place already. I could see that being a thing. No, Wardo, honestly, I would assume that there's going to be a wrestling super drop at some point. If we can't play The Undertaker as our commander by 2040, I'd be shocked. Dark, it's so funny you say at MTGX Samurai Jack. I was writing a joke in a script about how they're gonna run out of IPs eventually. And I was like, and the joke, I wrote the joke like, oh, we did everything Marvel. All we have left is Samurai Jack, and then there's literally no more IPs. For some reason, I chose that IP as my example of the one single IP that they haven't done yet at the end of all things, when Wizards is like, what do we cross over with now? It's funny, it stuck out in my head that you said that. That's funny. Stockton, California, what's up? Yeah, Samurai Jack is super dope. Transformers already happened. Franciso Boyle already happened. I believe that we will get X-Men next. I believe that we will get X-Men as the next Marvel set. I do think. Truly think. Yeah, a Cartoon Network secret layer, that would be super sick. Honestly, well, and it depends on how old you want to go too. Because they've got tie all the way back to like Hanna-Barbera, and so you could go really deep. Wardo, man, I would love a James Bond MTG secret layer super draw. I am one, so that's one of you know, everybody knows I like Magic the Gathering, obviously, but that is a franchise that I'm super in love with. And so being able to play, I don't even know how you'd make it though, because you would want to represent the different eras of Bond, but they would all be Bond Man, talk about the people who complain there's too many repeats of individual characters. All right, Count. Now you're just pandering. Count. You're pandering. Yes, MTG x MLB would be sick. Matt, what's up? Yeah, Stardew Valley's a thing now, right? Right? Okay, secret layers. All right, so we got Stardew Valley, pretty cool land drop there. And then Moonlight Jellies, this was the first one we looked at, but big slime with a slime token. Sword of Fortune Frontier. Just eyeballing it, I think Sword of Fortune Frontier is probably the most expensive card in this, but I don't even know what the cost of that card is. Just know it was Frixia. Oh, yeah, it's like a $10 card, so that's not bad. We also got this. This is like a tease, I'm assuming, right? This is not... I'm assuming this is not a drop because these four are wildly different treatments and styles. And so I'm imagining this is a tease of some Hobbit super drop, right? Bro, a Shohei Ohtani. 5-color shit. You know that if Ohtani's a 5-way player, right? The truest 5-way, maybe a 6-way player. And maybe we need a new category. But Shohei would be Wooberg and a colorless. Oh my god. Now you're gonna make me sit here and make the MLB MTG secret layer super drop. I think this is 4 different drops too. And they might have said that. Yeah, I mean, this is very like the metal super drops. These do really well over time. It's cool looking. And this one's got Gandalf. Yes, Thrash. Yes, Thrash. Lance, that's where I think that the bond layer, obviously the bonds you could separate by how their their different vibes and how they approach things, because they are pretty distinct. But the villains, oh man, that's where you would start getting some really crazy designs. Really fun cards. You got another, it looks like, you know, molded and photographed thing, which I love. That's really cool. Pokemon's been doing that for a long time. This treatment looks cool. Honestly, like, this looks way better than the scroll treatment to me. Talk about how to knock a scroll treatment out of the park. And then a more legitimate, straight up showcase looking card of Dawan Ring. James Bond partner with Bond girls? No, James Bond does not partner with Bond girls. Well, I mean, I guess in the last one he did. Whatever her character's name was. She was pretty badass. Punisher, thank you. If you want to give me a 5-minute warning, homies, I'm just kind of digging through what we've already seen. We'll swap over and that'll give me 5 minutes to go and find it. Florida Man, they're gonna re-release it. Crashtacular Hellboy set would be dope. I don't think they would do a whole set, but a secret layer would be sick. And you could tap the... I mean, a set may actually work. Now I think of it, because you could tap the movie for all the bonus sheet secret layer stuff. Those movies were way cooler than people went out to the box office for. We only got 2 Ron Perlman ones, right? Sue Caesar, depending on who you follow, that's already a thing. And then we got this perfectly normal super drop, which is, this looks like a little bit of Marvel with some other stuff mixed in. I can always recognize an Ian Miller piece. Yeah, MTGX Studio Ghibli would sell like crazy, Travis. I bet MTGX Firefly happens, Cameron. That is exactly the kind of Idle, I don't know what your deal is. You got a problem? That's the exact kind of IP that I could see them bringing in and it doing really well, because fans of that IP are thirsty for more. They want more content and product for that universe. Aren't they bringing that show back? Animated, maybe? Bonus cards from the Women's Secret Lair. Elf Warrior, Lanoir Elves. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Kama. I remember something about Firefly coming back in some way, shape, or form. Not with the actors. Not live action. Yeah, so there you go. I could see that absolutely happening. And bro, Hazer, I can't believe that MTGX Invincible hasn't happened yet. Invincible was one of the early ones that I assumed they would do a secret layer of. Man, that last season was dope, wasn't it? What's the name of the guy with the mustache in Invincible? Him and Mark hovering over Earth talking about, dog, you can't find us because we're already here. We're just hiding among you. And we could wipe this whole planet out in seconds very, very easily. What you're going to do is you're going to leave us alone. Spoilers. I'm supposed to say spoilers before, right? Brag. Yes, dude, son. That episode was so sick. No, JK is... No, it wasn't Conquest. Conquest was just an insane person. Thrag actually could think. No, Nolan's his dad. Dude, an Omni-Man commander would be dope. They've all got mustaches in Invincible. That's kind of true. Let's go find it. Here it is. Here we go. All right, chat. Last chance for predictions. Thank you for the 5, Mega. We're doing it. We're doing it. No, they couldn't do Harry Potter. That franchise has got to figure out a way to get away from that lady. Or it's always going to be a little bit poisonous. But yes, Dingus is right. We are getting in universe today. All right. Thank you, Lo-Fi Girl. I'm excited about your super drop. I'm excited about your secret lair. I'll be buying it. Let's see if they got sound. No sound yet. All right, Lo-Fi Girl, you can come back. We'll do that. Thunder Junction. don't think The Boys would work as a Universes Beyond set. Yeah, JR, look, I see a couple people giving their opinions from either side of this. I don't think that you have to shots of people in an audience doing awesome things. I don't think that you have to have a side on that to know that there is a lot of controversy surrounding J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter, and I think it's pretty clear to us what Wizards of the Coast position would be on that as a group of people that work in that building. And so to say that there's no controversy there is short-sighted or head-burying. And so obviously I think what that franchise would need, again, regardless of which side you fall on, whatever, is a split from that person to be able to just move forward as an IP that people have no feelings about one way or the other. They would rather it be much more akin to Marvel, where it's like, I like Marvel or I don't like Marvel. They would rather it be, I like Harry Potter or I don't like Harry Potter. Not, and you know that creator, because you know that's going to come up. So I don't care what your opinion is. To say that that's not part of that discussion is short-sighted. Okay, let's look at Magic cards. Woo!
All right, Magic Con Amsterdam. Are you ready for
Oh, look at this guy.
1, 2, 3.
Who is that? We don't know who is that. Big Blue, Google it.
All right, now we're going to pretend we're fist pumping to a really great song while he switches lenses. So we're going to do it on the beat of 2 and 4. How many of you played a musical instrument?
What is happening?
Keep your hand up. Look at these people.
This is not something we're used to with
right,
preview panels.
1, 2, 3.
Whoever this
4.
hype guy
1,
is.
2, 3.
Ooh, a Morbius
4.
set?
1,
That would be interesting.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Smile and look happy. Pretend you're excited to be here. Both hands at the same time.
Sure.
Now,
sure. And look,
just
I don't want to make the topic of conversation today Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling. I will say this though. You're exactly proving my point by all of the responses right now. That it is a thing. That there is a thing, and the fact that the thing exists as a thing is why it won't happen. Don't care about anything else regarding that conversation where we're talking about this. It's a thing. Clearly. All right, come on. This hype guy is just cringing it up for our benefit, y'all. He knows. He didn't go out there today and he was like, everybody's going to think this is the dopest shit they've ever seen in their life. There's no way this guy went out there and he was like, I'm about to be Elvis of 2026. He's just doing his thing, y'all. Look at him. What if you got hired to do this? What would you do that would be cooler? You would be cringe too.
Are you ready for a show? I need you to lose your ever-loving minds. I need you to yell, clap, cheer, toss a baby in the air, whatever. I want you to scare the person that walks out on the stage. Because look, some of them work in this nice little quiet office.
No way, Waka.
Very painstakingly in Seattle.
He knows what he's doing.
I want you to show them how much you appreciate their hard work. Can you do that for me? Yes or yes? It's some of the only times they get to be direct.
As you can tell, the crowd is not as hyped.
Again,
is not hyped either.
This weekend, you cannot see everything. You do not have that time. You cannot buy everything. You don't have that kind of money. But you can meet new people. So my challenge to all of you before you leave here, first priority, play at least one game while you're here, please.
Fetus status. Cringe is freedom.
If you didn't,
and thank you for making me say your username. Cringe is freedom, dude. It's that bell chart. You know, where on one side is a Jedi Master and the other side is a Jedi Master. Cringe is freedom. No, dude, you can't be cringe. It's not cool. You can control yourself. Cringe is freedom. Okay, here we go, chat. I've got the audio. I can turn the audio back up. Everybody clap at that man for doing what he could. That's DJ Elliott? Yo, that's DJ Elliott. All right, here we go.
Yes, Amsterdam, what's
Whoa.
up? Make some noise for yourselves, come on!
Is Jack gonna get a magic card?
Hello to you at home as well. Thank you for tuning in wherever you are. If you stayed up past your bedtime, you're eating your breakfast or whatever it is. This is such a huge and exciting moment. My name is Jack Saunders. You will usually find me hosting radio shows and TV shows in the UK.
All right, that's as loud as it's gonna get,
some of the
chat.
biggest musicians and artists around the world.
You can adjust your volumes accordingly.
But I'm not doing any of that. It is all about playing Magic. And 3 things you should know. Yes, absolutely, come on. It's all about playing Magic. And 3 things you should know. I love playing black. Yeah? Who likes dragons? Me too. And, hey, enough of the booze, thank you very much. And I have an unhealthy addiction with opening Ether Drift. It was a sleeper set, and I'll hear no bad words about it. No, enough of the booze, I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it. Look, we're in for such an exciting time here. We are going to be diving into literally the future of Magic the Gathering. We have a set called Reality Fracture coming the end of this year. Who's excited for Reality Fracture?
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Not only that, but we are going to dive into what is coming in 2027 for Magic the Gathering. Ooh, indeed. Ooh, just wait until you see it up there.
I like that.
Loads of exciting stuff
indeed.
to get involved with. Universes Beyond sets will be mentioned, but we are keeping full focus to in-universe Magic. Reality Fracture. Yes. As you'll hopefully know, or maybe not, Reality Fracture is the end of the story arc. So it's all about in-universe Magic, and we need 2 very important people to come out here and help us dissect this. So please, from Wizards of the Coast,
Me too,
welcome,
Travis.
give a massive round of applause, Amsterdam, and you at home, to Roy Graham and Mark Rosewater.
Some real in-universe magic shit. Let's go. Chat, hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Do all those YouTube things. Thank you. Love you. All right,
Doesn't
let's
get
check
better
the
than
fit.
this.
Rosewater
Right,
fit check.
let's meet you first off. Some people will know you, some won't.
Chase
Roy, let's
shirt.
start with you. Describe what you do.
Hi everyone, I'm Roy Graham, and I'm the head of story for Magic.
Come on.
Hey.
I'm Mark Rosewater. I'm the head designer for Magic.
There he is.
And this is my 31st year making Magic.
Mark,
But for
hey.
today, I led the vision design for Reality Fracture.
Let's go. New Balances, shiny and white, even in Amsterdam, chat. Hey, Bill, we
couldn't
don't
have
slander
2 more
Mark
perfect
Rosewater in
people
this
alongside
house.
us for what we're about to see and guide us through it. So, should we dive into
Mark
Reality
Rosewater.
Fracture?
Yeah, let's get in
Let's
there.
do
It's
it.
a legendary
waiting to
figure
talk-
in
Let's
this
do it!
house.
Come on, it's time! Reality Fracture is the result of former hero Jace pushing his powers too far in an attempt to create something better, but will he succeed? We're going to break down some of the key parts of the story and give you a taste of what's to come, and it doesn't get much bigger
MTGX
than the original
Levi's.
5
MTGX New
Planeswalkers
Balance.
of Lorwyn returning. Roy,
I would
kick us
buy
off.
New
Who
Balance
are they,
Lightning
and why are
Greaves.
they now coming back?
White
Yeah,
Dad
let's get
New
the Lorwyn
Balances that
5
are
up
Lightning
on
Greaves. I
screen
would buy
here.
those so fast.
You know them, you love them. Here they are. These 5 are Magic's first ever
So we got
printed
some story
Planeswalkers.
first.
And kudos to Mark and the team at the time. They really knocked it out of the park. These guys they're so perfectly representative of the 5 colors of mana. We have Ajani, we have Jace, Liliana, Chandra, and Garruk. And for
Whoa.
the first time
Lo-fi beats to
all
fracture
5
reality
of these
too.
characters are involved in the same story. They're all like colliding with each
MTGX
other.
Barbie's a matter of time, Florida.
First time since Lorwyn, but they weren't even really in the
Well,
story.
they weren't in the story.
Yeah,
Lorwyn.
so
No.
yeah.
So here's basically what happened. So back in the day, I mean, Planeswalkers have existed from very early on. Urza's mentioned in
Yeah, dude,
Alpha, for
Swift
example.
foot boots and
But
their white New
for
Balances.
a while, we're like,
oh
oh,
my
they're too
God.
powerful. We can't put them on
I would
cards.
buy that.
They're like godlike beings. So we did a thing called the Mending during the Time Spiral, where
Right,
we
chill out,
depowered
Mish.
them.
I don't
And
understand.
then the idea came up. What if we
y'all not
finally
get the
made
vibe
cards
that
out
I
of
go
them?
for here?
So the original plan was, in Future
Chill.
Sight, on the Future Shifted sheet, we were going to make Planeswalkers show up for the very first time from the future, you know? And we didn't solve it in time. We weren't happy enough. So we pushed them back. And so they ended up being in the very first set after Future Sight, which was Lorwyn. but we didn't even put them in story because we still were trying to figure them out. So this is the very first time all of them are in the story together.
It's hard to believe because they're all such iconic Magic characters, but yeah, first time.
Yeah. I mean, they all know each other. I mean, they've been in stories together, but never all at once. So this is something new, but yeah, it's very cool.
I can feel the adrenaline and excitement pumping inside me. Let's get the gang back together. Let's do it. You've known him as memory adept, an architect of thought, a wielder of mysteries, a mind sculptor, and so much more. But Bryn's prodigy is going by another name these days. Say hello.
Yeah, JR. There can be a lot of criticisms for everybody, anybody, me, anybody who makes choices, creates, does anything. Look, I'm not saying he's above criticism. I'm just saying,
Roy,
chill out. There's a way to give criticism and there's just being negative.
Right. So Jace, Mind Mage, powerful Planeswalker, and now villain, has been through
guys,
a lot.
Can we just have one moment for Roy? He's explaining important stuff. I know it's exciting.
There's a real
I know
cool card
it's exciting.
here.
Just a little bit of quiet for Roy so he can do his bit. Go for it, Roy.
So Jace has obviously been through a lot, right? He spent a long time fighting
Everybody's like,
all sorts
shut
of
up. What does
villains,
it do?
from the Eldrazi to Nicol Bolas to the Phyrexians, and finally came to the revelation that there's no beating evil. You have to erase it altogether from the multiverse. He set out to rewrite reality as we know.
All right, we're going to turn down the lore explanation. At the beginning of each opponent's draw step, you draw a card. +1, create a 1/1. -2, for each opponent, return an artifact or creature to their hand. And then -6, draw 3, put X counters on each creature you control, where X is the number of cards in your hand. Ooh, baby. Blue mages right now are just like...
When we first made the Planeswalkers, they had
I've never seen a more beautiful card.
We said, could we just make a frame that has 4 abilities? We made that when we first made them, and then the very first Planeswalker to ever have 4 abilities
That's cool.
Jace, the Mind Sculptor. So obviously he had to have 4 abilities. We gave him a static ability and a pretty cool one.
Listen to how excited Mark is. He's screaming right now. Mark is screaming at the top of his lungs right now. You want to criticize a man who's screaming at the top of his lungs in excitement about his Jace Beleren card? Come on.
For him, his +1, he makes illusions. He's an illusionist. He bounces things. He does all the blue things.
Yeah, this card is dope. The art is cool on the illusion token.
He draws 3 cards. So, I mean, if you
Very
like
cool
drawing
card.
cards, anyone here like drawing
dope
cards?
art.
Well, Jace might be the antagonist, but he's going to help you win games.
I'm telling you, Mark is screaming at the top of his lungs right now. He can't stay in his chair.
Manipulate your games. So.
Okay, next up, he's been vengeant, unyielding, steadfast, a valiant protector, even a sleeper agent. But now, let us introduce to you Ajani, both resolute and unrelenting.
Here comes the cat man.
Roy, talk us through it.
Let's see him.
Oh man,
yeah.
dude, that Rakdos looking at Johnny's so cool.
So Ajani, as story fans among you will know, Ajani was exiled from his pride for his white fur back on Naya. The only person who accepted him, who loved him, who showed him respect was his brother Jazal, which made it all the more painful when Jazal was murdered. This sent the Ajani that we know, the Ajani from our multiverse, into a long period of wrath and revenge, hunting down the people that he thought were responsible for his brother's murder. But eventually he pulled out of it, he calmed down a little bit, and he became the mentor and leader that we know and love today. Jace's version of Ajani never exactly got over it, and now roams the Echoverse as a living avatar of vengeance.
Yeah, dude.
Punishing
Rakdos
any
Ajani
that
is
he
something I'm very
deems
excited
worthy
about.
of his punishment.
So we have a white Ajani,
Red
which
Hawk.
people will be used to, but also here a
Rakdos
red
Ajani.
Ajani,
Yes.
Mark. How do the mechanics between the two contrast?
Would you guys want to see the cards?
Yes, we do, please.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's look at the 2 Ajanis. So we have the white Ajani that we all know and love from our multiverse. And we
Whenever
have
you
the
gain
red
life, put a loyalty
Ajani
count on
from
it.
the Echoverse. Okay, so
Ajani
one of the things we talked
Unrelenting
about
is
this,
6
every
mana?
single play
Oy,
booster
oy,
you
oy.
open will have a mirrored pair. What that means is there's one character that shows up on 2 cards in every pack. It could be a planeswalker, it could be a creature, and this is a perfect example of what we did. So when we designed these,
Makes
we
the
wanted
Johnny's
to
pride
feel
mates.
related. These are both a Johnny.
For
So if you notice, for
-4
example,
on a
they both have
2-mana
activated
walker. Wow.
abilities. I'm saying they both have static abilities. But a Johnny Resolute is about gaining life. A Johnny Unrelenting is about doing damage. They both make 2/2s, but different 2/2s. And they both have emblems, and they care about what, or actually, just a Johnny Resolute has a emblem. But they both have things that sort of build the game.
That's cool. So when you activate Unrelenting's +1, the passive triggers. You create the 2/2, then the +1 resolves, and that 2/2 gets +1 in haste. Discard your hand, then draw a card for each creature you control. 4 damage to each creature except for tokens you control.
There we go. I heard it over
Oh,
there.
wow. It's a 6-mana board wipe
That's the Echoverse version.
that stays around.
Fun things about designing the set is getting to make those.
Oh, and that makes you a token when you can. Oh.
We'll see a few more today.
Retta Johnny's kind of good.
April, who was that?
Retta Johnny keeps getting cooler as I read it.
April? Just a few of you.
Dude, discard your hand, draw a card for each creature you control. That's discard your hand, draw 1, pass it, like just as it is, because it's going to make a creature.
Now, we get to show you her in more familiar colors.
6 mana is a lot,
Torch of
but the card is cool.
Now, we have both, Roy, here. Tell us about their characteristics and how they compare.
Right. So, Chandra.
We've already
as,
seen the Chandras,
some
right?
Of you might know the great tragedy of Chandra's life is that her father, Kiran Nalar, was killed by the tyrannical consulate that once ruled her home plane of Avishkar. The good news of Echoverse Chandra's life is that her dad
Florida.
wasn't
I think
killed.
that's a mono red deck card for sure.
The
My
bad news
J.
is
Jonah
that he wasn't
Jameson
killed
deck.
because he worked for
Doesn't make
the
a lot of token
tyrannical
creatures.
consulate,
Need to make a red
that killed
token
him in our
creature deck.
multiverse, and she chose to follow in
Oh,
his
yeah,
footsteps.
dude. Krenko decks?
Keeping
Goblin
order,
token
keeping
decks?
compliance, and suppressing any rebellion on her home plane, anything that would threaten the careful order
Yeah, we've seen
arranged by Jace.
the
And
Chandras
Mark,
already.
Chandra, Torch of Defiance, that feels familiar.
Yeah, so we did show these two cards in
I
Las
doubt
Vegas,
Gideon's coming
but
back in this
I just
set, or
wanted
they
to
would
talk
have
a
already
little bit about
shown
how
it,
we designed them.
because people would be really
obviously,
hyped
we
for
have
that.
Red, we have
But
blue.
I feel like it's
Both of them
inevitable that
care about the top of
Gideon
their
comes back at
library,
some point,
but
right?
Red Chandra is
They got to do, like I said,
impulsively
they've got to
drawing.
do all they can for like fan favorite in-universe connection stuff over the next couple years. And so I would assume that's a lever they pull.
Chandra's doing damage to them, and Blue Chandra is stunning them. And they both make emblems, but the idea is it's Chandra, it's similar, they're parallel, but they're very different. And that's one of the cool things about the set, as we do the what if thing, is you get to play with Chandra in ways you've never played, in decks you've never played. I don't know how many mono blue decks have played Chandra before.
I hope somebody's waiting off
But,
stage with a
now you
Capri
have that
Sun for him, because he's going to need electrolytes after this is done.
Treatment, on these cards as well,
Yes.
Mark, right?
Yeah, so all the art, what we did is we asked one artist to draw them together. That's what we're showing you before we're showing you the cards. So they're always, they come together. And we even have some special treatments. So let's show you a special treatment here.
Yeah.
So these are borderless with a different piece of art. And one of the things we love doing in Magic is making a lot of fun collectibles. And so we know you had seen the other one previously, but this is a version you've never seen before.
Those
Oh,
borderless echoed pairs look stunning. Mark.
Yes.
borderless
Love them.
echoed pairs.
So look, next in our Law in 5 has been the Veil and the Dark Realms, a defiant necromancer, a dread horde general.
gonna need
Do
a
you know where I'm
star
going with
crunch.
I can hear the excitement.
and even our very last hope. Now she comes to us faultless and repentant. Make some noise for Liliana!
Oh, damn.
yeah.
Look at that
I
art
told
on
you it
the
was good.
left
Yeah,
of
a lot of
her.
people's favorite.
Yeah,
that makes
for
sense.
sure. Come on then, Roy, talk us through this one.
So Liliana, obviously Magic's most iconic anti-hero, most iconic, let's say morally challenged.
It's Gideon
morally
behind her.
questionable, what would
I
she
told
be
y'all
like,
Gideon would be
though,
back.
if her brother Josu had never died? That was the moment that ignited her spark, that led to her practicing necromancy, that led her into contact
Dude,
with
all
the
those
first
rats.
of many, let's say, questionable
She's got
entities
rats jumping
that
and
she made
flying at
arrangements
people.
with.
Liliana does
The
flying
answer
rats
is
now?
what you see here on the left of the screen. A Liliana that stayed with her studies as
I don't
a
want
healer,
flying
that
rats, I'm
stayed in
good.
Benalia and became a noble. She becomes honestly a bit of a goody two-shoes, but one who is nonetheless quite powerful.
And Mark, I can't help but notice we've got a really kind of defending feeling, you know, like the blocking, the shield is up, you know.
So,
what's the difference between the two?
You guys happen to want to see the cards for Liliana? Okay, so as I said before, the pairs are
What a
always
fun
the same
Friday.
character.
I love new
Sometimes
Magic
they're
cards.
planeswalkers,
I hope y'all are having a good
sometimes
time. I
they're
sure am.
creatures.
One
In
mana,
the
yeah!
Echoverse, Liliana is not a planeswalker.
Oh, she's a
and in our
soul
multiverse,
sister.
Liliana's lost her spark, so she's currently not a planeswalker.
Dude.
So we get paired, and they're both
Liliana
legendary
is a
creatures.
soul sister that
Liliana,
can give
the
a
Vaultless,
creature
the white
hex
Liliana,
proof.
she cares about creatures entering
and
play.
is good for
so she wants to
Reanimator?
gain life. Liliana the Repentant also wants creatures to come into play, but because she wants to mill
like it.
cards. And so each one of them
What
is
is
doing their
Repentant?
own thing. Like I said, that's the fun of the set.
Whenever
that
another-
you get to
oh,
see
that's so
Liliana in a way
good.
you've never seen her before. And if you guys remember when we
I
did
love them.
Back in Origins,
I love
that
them.
Liliana was once a healer, that she started as a white character, if you guys remember.
These are
And
great.
all Jace was doing, like Jace saved Chandra's dad, saved her brother. He was
Mark
just
needs
trying
to
to help,
breathe.
right?
Yeah, what's so
Mark
wrong
needs to
with all
breathe.
of this?
I hope
It's not
somebody's
like he
waiting off
totally
stage in
messed
case he
up,
passes out.
The next character that we're going to see super badly.
Yo,
but anyway-
yo, whenever another creature you control enters mill 2,
So much fun to make. Can we go on?
you're not freaking out about that enough.
The next one looks last and
That's
certainly
so
not
good.
least. And we actually haven't seen him for a whole while, have we? Magic's very own Apex Predator
Let's go!
Garrick is returning. Yes!
Oh yeah, we got some
That's
Garrick
right,
fans.
baby. Roy, how
Damn,
is
he
the
looks cool,
Echoverse of
too.
Reality Fracture
Victor Dame
affected him?
Minguez.
Well,
art.
Mark teased it a little bit. Not great. Not great. Garrick's always had a beast in him, hungry and needing to like sate itself with that next hunt, the next beast that he brings down, greater and
When
greater
everybody else
prey,
did
all of
eclectic.
that. The Garrick of the Echoverse found another way to sate that hunger using an artifact that some of you might recognize, some story fans might know, a little something known as
Yeah, solid
the
for
Chain
self-mill, Matt.
Veil.
It triggers off tokens, dude.
Something that cursed Garrick in our multiverse wants to be
Entering.
an interplanar serial killer. This time he dons it willingly.
Mark, I can't help but feel this one in particular might have been a real fun one to design.
This was actually a very fun one to design, but I don't know if we need to show the audience. You've
No,
seen enough
you guys
cards,
don't
right?
care, right?
You seen more cards?
You know,
Okay, let's show him Garrick.
wanna see it.
Put Garrick up on screen.
They're not even taking the bait. They know. They know what you're up to.
Veiled
Okay,
Butcher.
we got Garrick Veiled
Whoa,
Butcher
wow.
and
Leyline
Garrick
of the Void,
Cursebreaker.
passive.
So obviously, the black, Garrick Veiled Butcher, both of them care about creatures. Both of them do
-2
make 4/4
sack, make a
beasts,
4/4
but they
trampler.
handle it very differently. And once again, you see
-3 discard
Garrick in
draw.
black is using
Okay.
black tools and doing black things. Garrick in green is using green tools and doing green things. Garrick Cursebreaker is
Alright,
a lot
passive
like
card
Garrick we've
draw,
seen before.
untap 2
doing
land.
things you
Oh,
expect
yeah,
Garrick
this
to
looks
do.
like old Garrick.
But Garrick Veiled Butcher, a little bit different, a little bit meaner, and both
Just a
of them,
little bit.
yeah, just a little bit meaner. So that's the fun. The thing I loved about making the set was that it is
Little
so
more
much
underwhelming.
fun playing with What If, of taking things and seeing other versions of
Oh,
them.
yeah, he is wearing the chain
and
veil. Look at that.
We might see a little bit more of that. So
all these planeswalkers are making me want to rebuild my Commodore Guff deck. That was my first ever commander I owned. That's a heavy one for the first one, isn't it? It might be time to make a comeback. Look, this is great, but it's not just the Lorwyn 5, is it? We should get excited about this.
every pack has a
Yes.
Yeah,
Spec,
there's
I think
plenty
it's
of other stuff to
underwhelming
get
because
excited
the
about.
Garrick-
Some newer characters.
The
as
green
well.
Garrick design's not really pushing any boundaries, and the black Garrick design, we've seen Garrick through a black lens already, so I think maybe we were hoping for something a little more stark, like a thinking Garrick
What
almost.
Jace has done to Tiny
But-
Bones in this
Oh
multiverse.
my god!
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I was not expecting big bones.
In the Echoverse, Tiny Bones is not so tiny anymore.
I was not ready for
meet
that.
Titan Bones.
Titan Bones. Tiny Bones
Who
and
is
Titan
not
Bones.
only not tiny anymore,
With Jesper Art.
not a thief anymore.
That's
either.
hilarious.
He's an honest man, or skeleton, or whatever he is.
I like how Titan Bones still has the tiny head, though.
Yeah.
Little tiny head.
Yeah, that's important.
So, Mark, the
That's
mechanics
so
of these
funny.
two, can we see the cards and
Well,
how do they compare?
Before we show the cards, though, one of the things that was really fun about this is
Whoa.
normally the way I describe it is in vision design, we do something crazy, and then set design does the slightly calmer version of it. But this is a set where we did something crazy, and they just kept it. And so one of the things we said is,
Titan
what
bones.
pairs could we make? What cool things could we do? And so one of the ideas, we came up with a lot of crazy ideas. One of them
Each
was in
opponent?
design,
Oh, wow.
we had tiny bones, and we called them mega
A
bones.
player discards once or
And the
more.
idea was, let's really, like, how do you take classic Magic characters and just do a completely different take on them? And I'll be honest, I didn't think Mega Bones was going to make it to the finished product, but he did. And here what we can see is Tiny Bones, he's what you know. He's a thief. He steals stuff from your opponent's hand. But Titan Bones, he's kinder. Now, he also interacts with discard, but he interacts with your own discard rather than your opponent's discard.
The
And
uncommon Tiny Bones
is
is-
tiny. Titan Bones is not
Right,
tiny.
he's
And
Megrum, except
we have a lot of fun playing off
Commander
of lots
style.
of different things. So every pack you open, you'll see characters, and every character is different in different ways. And that's one of the fun things about the pairs is we did a lot of different kinds of pairs. They're always characters, so they're either creatures or planeswalkers.
Secret
but
Lair
we
X
really
Monster
did fun
Energy
things
is
with
coming.
them. The Echoverse version is not what you will expect some of the time, and we really did a lot of really fun things.
Titan Bones is great, but justice for Mega Bones for me. I want Mega Bones at some point.
Mega
Look, let's turn our
Bones.
attention now to Hexhaven. This is basically the inverse version of Strixhaven, which was created by Jace. Roy, what are the differences between the two?
Right. So Strixhaven, of course, everyone knows and loves. Strixhaven is the multiverse's foremost place of learning for young mages looking to sharpen their skills, make their way in the world. Hexhaven,
This
of
is the
course, has
part
a
where
very
I'm
different
having the
goal,
hardest part,
which
like,
is
wrapping my head
helping
around it.
Jace's master plan succeed. And to that end, it's a little more ruthless, a little more no nonsense. The students of Hexhaven are actually referred to as cadets in the tokens that they create.
Oh, wow.
So a cool little bit of like typing to reinforce that. Yeah, let's talk about Fatehold.
So it's kind of military then. in
Yeah.
some way,
It's
right?
it's sort of a messed up dystopian
Yeah.
military academy.
And the mechanics of these, because these are interesting color pairing.
Yeah, so one of the things that happened when Strixhaven came out, the original Strixhaven, one of the notes I got was people going, oh, this is so
Julian.
awesome, we love it. So when are we
That's the
getting
part I'm the most
allies?
terrified about is I've got to remember now Fatehold, Theorix, Stingerquill, Constrari, and Vigor-Bloom.
We used everything up. We didn't save anything. So when we
More
were making
alternates
this
for
set,
Azorius,
one of the
Dimir,
things we wanted
Rakdos, Golgari, I mean,
to do- But what if we did what if for the
Gruul and
second? And we
Selesnya?
realized this was a perfect opportunity. People have been begging for us to do ally schools. Okay, Hexhaven
We'll
is
get
the
there.
ally
We'll figure
school.
it out.
So what we did
Army
is we took
school
each
I can
school
get.
and we kept one color. So the history school kept white but added blue to make it ally. The math
Dude.
school kept blue but added black. The language school kept black but added red. The art school kept red but added green. And the science school kept green but added white. And so now we have an ally collection of schools.
And so today, we can show you a card from each of these schools, starting with Fatehold, the School of Future History. Roy, over to you. Talk us through this one.
Right, so
Prepared
the
is
flavor
back.
of
Very cool.
Fatehold is
Excellent.
it's like Lorehold in that it's a school of history, but Fatehold is not so interested in looking backwards or studying the past or learning from our mistakes or any of
Once
that.
each turn.
No, they're all about predicting the future and identifying problems
Right.
and, then eliminating those problems. Sometimes before they know they're problems.
Dude.
Right. And
Rose
so,
water.
Mark, mechanically then,
Somebody needs to pour
how
a
does
bucket
that
of
fit in
water
with
on
the card
him.
that we're looking at?
Okay, so one of the things we wanted to do when we were doing Strixhaven is we just did Secrets of Strixhaven. Anybody here play Secrets of Strixhaven?
Yes. We liked that set.
Okay, so in it, we introduced a brand new mechanic called Prepared.
Right.
And we really liked Prepared, and so we said, okay, just because it's a different version, we still could use Prepared. So what we did in this set is, at common and uncommon, every school has just one Prepared spell. There's other stuff at higher rarities. And so each school, to represent the militariness, that they're all doing the same thing. So for example, Peer Review is for white-blue. It is a spell that makes a 2/2 token, a cadet as we talked about, and surveils 1. Why does it surveil 1? Because they're the school of looking at the future. And as you can see on the card, it cares about when you scry or surveil.
Oh, I love Red Bull.
The set has surveil,
Red
but
Bull.
we
I
said
love
scry or
Marco's
surveil
water.
for
Same thing.
backward compatibility. And the idea is
Actually,
that
don't love
you can
Red Bull.
sort of,
Not a Red Bull
they
guy.
play into what you know, but they also care about the future. And so it allows us to craft the draft archetype in white-blue around this prepared spell.
Awesome flavor already. So Prudent Fate Seer, from Fatehold, the School of Future History, into Theorix, School of Esoteric Mathematics. I sort of feel like all maths is esoteric, isn't it? Not
Yeah.
school?
Not compared to what Theorix do.
Oh, okay, fine, right.
The students of Theorix, the cadets of Theorix, are all about impossible numbers, mind-bending physics,
Mill 3.
and something
Look at
that
that
in
art. That's
early
crazy looking.
design we called dark math.
Isn't all math dark math?
I was talking about.
Of course, the side effect of all of this mind-bending, meddling with the underlying fabric
Interesting.
of reality for
Octopus
Theorix is
wizard.
that the students tend to go insane.
Well, speaking of going insane, so the prepared spell for blue-black is omit variables. Now, I noted, I didn't put this up before, all the prepared spells are hybrid, and so this is blue and black, so blue and black spells can have it. It mills cards, your own
Yep,
cards.
cephalids
and then,
are
if you notice on
gone
the
for
card, the cards will interact with things in the
They're
graveyard. That's
octopus
part
now.
of what blue and black is doing. And you'll notice that this card can re-prepare. So some of the spells will be able to let you re-prepare things. Some of them when you enter, but some let you do it multiple times.
So Stinger Quill is next. That is Stinger Quill, the School of Painful Words. It sounds mean, Roy.
Yeah, Jack, are you familiar with that aphorism, sticks and stones can break my bones?
But words will never hurt me.
No, they actually figured out how to make words hurt you.
Oh, right.
Stinger Quill serve as Jace's frontline troops using verbal magic to cut apart both the body and souls of their opponents.
Yes, so we'll see black-red has Vicious Verse as this prepared spell. So one of the things we definitely did is
It's interesting for the
we did take an
spellcasting
element of the
triggers.
school as you know it. The language school, which was obviously black-white in Strixhaven, was one of the more
Prepared every
aggro of schools.
turn.
It's still aggro here. It's using its spells to nibble away at the opponent.
This is interesting.
And like I said, this spell can get re-prepared, so it allows you to sort of plink away at your opponent.
Yeah,
And so you'll
that's what I
see
like.
that there definitely is overlap between what you know of the schools and the new schools. There is a through line.
And so red-green is Construari, the School of Constructive Arts. Now, this sounds much more positive, Roy.
Yeah, how do you feel about puppets?
Yeah.
A
not
red and
so
green
great.
artifact with
Well,
add green
you
or
might
red.
not fit in at Construari. They love puppets. The people, or the cadets of Construari, channel all of the creativity, artistic inspiration, all of that stuff that you might recognize from Prismari into more useful things like architecture, buildings.
My sister's gonna love this
and
one. My sister's a
soldiers
professional
for
puppeteer. I don't know if
Chase's
y'all knew
grand
that.
project. They don't do any of the feelings stuff of the other arts.
So Prismari, if you remember, like to cast big spells. So
Red
the
and
idea
green
of ramping
artifact
is
with
carried
red and
over.
green
so you'll
tap.
notice Soul Tether, which is a prepared
Interesting.
spell, makes a Heartwood token. Notice carefully, it does not sacrifice. It is not a treasure.
Yeah, Will,
it
you
is
can
not-
go to
it's
their
permanent.
YouTube channel and watch the
so
stream there. You don't
it's
have to
red or
watch here
green
with me.
mana. And the idea is you can keep re-preparing it, you can keep making more of these, and you can make bigger and bigger things. But rather than just spells, you also here can make big creatures, maybe some of which are puppets. So
And finally, we have Vigor-Bloom, the School of Invasive Healing. What can you tell us about this one, Roy?
Well, Witherbloom, their mirror, or the real multiverse version,
That's a really
is
good
the school
one
of
mana-
life and death. It's about that
Oh,
balance.
this one doesn't
that
get
cycle.
re-prepared. Okay. If you could
Vigor-Bloom,
re-prepare
dares to ask
this
the
one over
question
and over
of
again, this card would be
why
pretty
die
crazy.
at all? Why
in
ever
quite a
die?
few
Good
archetypes.
question.
Not bad.
well, of
no,
course.
if you get close to dying, Vigor-Bloom will just put some of their invasive plants into you, as you can see on this card, stitch you up, and you'll be
Send you on your way?
you won't even recognize yourself when they're done with you.
So this prepared spell makes a good point. Some of the stuff carries over. So obviously, Siege Suture, put a +1 counter on target creature, you gain 1 life. There is a life theme that's still there. Witherbloom was all about life. But there's a
Yeah,
new
flicker.
component. There's a +1/+1 counter component. On the main card, you can see
It's a really
it grants
good.
creatures with +1/+1
It's a
counters
really good
and vigilance.
1-mana spell
And so
that
not
triggers a
only
lot
are
of
there
different
carries
things.
over what the
A
spell
lot of
still
different
used to-
cards, especially recently, commanders have looked at like when you put a counter on a thing or when you gain life, and being able to just re-trigger that for 1 mana over and over again. If you can re-prepare this Vigor Bloom Vanguard. I know it's just an uncommon, but that's a good spell if you're able to cast it over and over again, specifically because it's a prepared spell.
How deep does this go, though, Roy? The changes that Jace is making here, how far did
Look
you go
at that
with it?
art.
Well, the changes, as I think you guys have seen, go all the way through the multiverse. And the temptation was definitely there for us on the story team to go really wide with it. To see a Mirrodin that had never been completed by Phyrexia, to see an Amonkhet that had never been corrupted by Bolas, to see a Zendikar that had never been used as a prison to contain the Eldrazi. But we realized pretty early on when working on some of those outlines that we needed to keep the story actually intimate. We needed that the heart of it was actually on Jace and these people that used to be his friends and that were now opposed to him. So the ultimate story ends up being really character focused.
I mean, I think that's a great thing, because the closer the characters, the closer to the set and the mechanics and everything, Roy. But Mark, there were some interesting color pairings, right? And so how did you navigate that?
So we previously did a what if set many years ago called Planar Chaos. And in that set, we really messed with the color pie in a way we shouldn't. And so we learned from that. The big lesson is don't do that. So what we did in this set is we do not, the color pie is the color pie. If we're making red Chandra, she uses red abilities. We're making blue Chandra, she uses blue abilities. And so we do a lot of cool things. We stretch creatively. We do a lot of differences, but it's still the color pie used as the color pie is used. There's some creative, a little bit of bending, but nothing, it's the colors as you know the colors, but showing very different things. Would you like an example?
Yes, please, show us.
Would you guys like an example? So, okay, so far we've talked about pairings.
Y'all ever seen
But
this
we
card?
also have cool one-ofs in the set. So as an example, for a little history
Ales,
lesson
maybe
for you
one day.
guys,
I just couldn't swing it
many
this
years
year.
ago, we used to have an event called the Magic Invitational, in which the winner used to make a card. Now the world champion does it. And there's someone who won named Bob Marr Jr., and he got to make a card. He chose to make Dark Confidant. Now, Dark Confidant is not in the set, but we said we're doing a what-if world. What if we took Dark Confidant and made it white? Who would like to see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Meet Enlightened Confidant. So, like
gain
Dark
life this turn,
Confidant,
surveil
it's 2
one. If you put a
mana,
card mana value
it's
less
a
than
2/1,
mana life, you gain
and as
into
you
your
can
hand.
see,
This way, put that
it
card
does
in.
interact with
your
life
graveyard this
and
way, put
card
that card
draw,
into your hand.
but not in a black way. You're not spending life to draw like Black would. No, you're gaining life and using that as a means to get cards. And
Greatness
that
is
one of the things about
earned,
the set that's really
not
important
bought.
is we're doing a lot of fun things. These things in a
I like that.
vacuum are cool and exciting. You don't need to know about Dark Confidant, but if you do, there's lots and lots of Easter eggs. And that this set, it's not just what if pairs, it's what if individual cards. Like we've talked about characters, we've talked about setting. We're going to go do other things, other card types, like, not just creatures. You'll see other things, although this is a creature.
So we're also taking things back to the past, basically. Cards we've already
Right,
had
Bob.
and reskinning them in a way for Reality Fracture in this new Echoverse.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of what we're doing is we're saying, how would we do this card if we just, if in Jace's world, Dark Confidant wasn't a black creature, it was a white creature, what would it look like?
And some amazing new arts to go with some of these cards as well, right, Mark?
Yes.
Mono red
so
Mystic
we have a
Study.
special treatment in this set, which we did show off once before, called the Broken Mirror treatment. And the way it works is you see the card in the thing, but pieces
Oh,
of the
that's
mirror
pretty cool.
show you the other version, our version from the normal multiverse. And this is a special treatment you will see in the set.
So should we show them a few more of these cards that are going to have Echoverse version?
Yes?
Yeah?
Okay.
Come on, let's do it.
So, we like big green fatties. One of the all-time favorites is Crater Hoof Behemoth. So,
Oh, man.
you all know what a green Crater Hoof Behemoth looks like, but how about a red one?
A red crater hoof
let's see
behemoth,
the red
be
one.
still my
It
heart.
is Crater Claw Colossus.
And it's a puppet.
And so the idea is it taps
Number of
into
artifacts
what
you control.
the green card
Hell
does.
yeah.
But that card cared about creatures. This card cares about artifacts. And so that's one of the neat things about this set, that we're taking shells of really interesting designs and then tweaking them. So now, here's something you can
This
put
is
in a
cool.
completely different deck. So it has a lot of, like, it's familiar but different. And that's a lot of the fun of this set, is you get to see us reinventing sort of Magic's classic cards.
I'd love to see the Shattered Mirror version of this. Have we got it?
Let's see the Shattered
see it.
Mirror version.
Yeah,
Tough.
it's so cool.
That's so cool, that. Amazing. I mean, while there are a lot of ways to enter Jace's quite chaotic and
I want
wild
to see him in
mind,
foil in hand.
there is one in particular that I think is going to get people really, really excited, Mark.
Yeah,
Can you tell them
mono.
about the Secret Lair bundle?
Sure.
All right.
Okay, so
So
we
this was a
talked
big
a lot
question.
about
What
doing
is
what
this?
if. We did what if characters. We did what if settings. There's a lot of different. We also approached that to the product line itself. So this is the Secret Lair bundle. It will be available on the Secret Lair, but also in WPN stores. We are experimenting with how Secret Lair works. And this set, you can open up. In the set, you get 2 collector boosters. You get 6 play boosters. You get 20 foil traditional borderless lands. You get a spin down. And you get a special promo pack that is 2 out of 10 mythics that have a special art treatment in Secret Lair style. One of the things Secret Lair does really well is we let artists really invent and do really creative things. So can we see some examples?
So it's not
Please, yeah.
reprints
These are all
of
some
Secret
cards we
Lair
showed you
cards.
before,
It's
but you can see the Secret Lair version of them.
just got it. Okay, so it's just alternates
Any favorites on there for you two?
of these.
I like the Jace a lot.
It's the Colossus.
Yeah,
it's the Crater Claw.
Yeah. Guys, while you're soaking that up, we're nearly done with Reality Fracture, but I do want to emphasize how big
Yeah, it's a
this set
step
and this
above.
moment
It's
is
a
going to be. We are
collector
literally going to be
bundle.
part of a historic moment
It's
in Magic
above
the
the
Gathering and its story.
gift bundle.
And seeing as I have
Right, Battle
the head
Fries.
of storytelling literally to my right-hand side right now, I would like to...
Okay, so Secret Lair bundle is that just step
Anyone in the
above.
audience here at Amsterdam, for
It's
those at home staying up past their bedtime, eating their breakfast, or
an even more collector bundle.
What the hell is going to happen, Roy?
I can't tell you, man. You know that. But I will say, this is the end of an arc that started all the way back with Wilds of Eldraine. But I think the story threads we
Interesting.
ultimately bring in are really
Yeah,
going to
it's
surprise
two-
fans. They
it's
go
two
back
collector
a lot farther than
boosters
what I think people are
and
expecting.
And
A
my
special
journalism
promo
degree wasn't
pack
a total
that
waste of
is
time.
a
We've got
rarity.
something there. Please.
And the cards,
Also
the
a
cards by
rarity
the way,
play.
are super awesome.
Yes, they are.
the
Mark.
cards!
They're
Also cool
awesome.
candidates.
And some of these guys, make some noise.
Yeah.
Roy and Mark, thank you so much for hanging out.
Absolutely.
Pleasure.
And stay
No
tuned
face
for the
commander.
Magic story to start dropping at the end of August.
Love it.
Yeah, okay.
Nice. There you go. Got another one out of you. Make some noise for Roy and Mark. How are we feeling about Reality Fracture?
Yeah, it's similar to the Codex bundle.
Feels good.
Extra collector
Should we
pack.
turn our attention to the future, though? Magic the Gathering in 2027.
This is what
That's
we
what
wanna
we're going
know
to talk
about.
about now. So please welcome to the stage Jackie Jones and Zakil Gordon.
Hello.
Take a seat.
Cool.
Okay, so Magic in 2027. We're going to talk about it in a moment. Let's introduce you guys first. What do you do?
Yeah. So I'm Jackie Jones. I'm the VP of Creative for Magic. So I lead the team responsible for Magic's world building, our storytelling, and our visual identity. So if you've got a favorite Magic plane, character, piece of card art, my team gets to contribute to all that amazing stuff.
Perfect person to have along.
Yeah.
Zakil?
Yeah. I'm Zakil Gordon, Senior Executive Producer for Magic. I'm in charge of set development, so I lead sets as we create them. In the past, some of my sets included The Lost Caverns of Ixalan, Bloomburrow, and Magic Final Fantasy.
Crushed it.
I also work on our collectability strategy, so I'm on the team that designs the every set's collector booster, and I get to work with so many amazing people within the studio every single day. So happy to see you all and be here today.
Make some noise, guys. So as we mentioned at the start, 2027 is the year of the gathering, which makes this part of the panel particularly exciting. We're going to take
The
a
year
deep
of the
dive
gathering?
into
What does
three
that mean?
beautifully crafted worlds and stories that begin the next arc in the Magic the Gathering story. And we're going to tell you all about next year's Magic Cons.
Oh,
It's
nice.
exciting,
It is.
and there's a lot to talk about. Jackie, just feelings first off. This is big for you.
It's huge. I've been waiting all week for this moment. I'm like, oh yeah, so excited to share with everybody. You know, as I sit here and look at this very large crowd right now, it's amazing. You know, when we started doing Magic Cons almost 4 years ago now, which is hard to believe, you know, I think we dreamed that it would grow into something as amazing as this, but I don't think we could have ever predicted just how special Magic Cons would become to us. You know, when we're working on the project behind the scenes, it's just so awesome to get face to face with fans and, you know, gather and celebrate the thing
love
that we
this
love
corporate
together.
positivity
and I feel like we've had
music
these moments where we're
behind
like,
her.
you know, we should do this more often. Every time we have them, we're like, can we do this more?
The upward
So I'm actually
synergy
excited
is
to get to
backward
share.
collating
We are
all
going
of
to
our
do it more
industries.
in 2027.
All Magic Cons?
Yeah, we are adding another Magic Con to the
Today,
lineup.
the future is now. 4 Magic Cons next year? That's cool.
That's huge.
It's huge.
Zakil, quick feelings from you as
Tokyo,
well.
come on,
Amazing.
baby.
I love MagicCon. It's so much fun to
I want to
come
go to
here.
Japan for the
MagicCon is
first
so
time ever,
central. So
chat.
again,
I
we
want to
are
go to
expanding
Japan for the first time ever
total
next year. It
MagicCons
would be
starting in
dope
2027.
if there was a
We'll
MagicCon
reveal those
Tokyo.
today as we talk through the calendar, and I'll give you a hint. We are going to a place we have never been before.
Yeah, cool.
Feed us. Talking about Magic Con, there's like Magic
I mean, I
GP.
personally love it when we all get together.
There's been
This
a
is my
whole
first Magic
different
Con right now.
versions.
It's literally our first day, and I'm having the best time already.
Got multiple people say, oh no,
new
just one
exciting
person
sets,
saying Orlando.
like we're talking about right now, events that we get to do. I've heard
MagicCon
about
New York
Crocs.
would be
There are
dope.
Magic Crocs. Is anyone wearing their Magic Crocs?
I've got my Magic Crocs.
No one's wearing their Magic Crocs. Up there, one person is wearing their Magic Crocs. Back there.
There's
Yes,
only like
round of applause for them.
20
aside
pairs
from
made,
that
I'm
brilliant
pretty
stuff,
sure.
though, what is there to get excited about today?
Yeah, before we get to 2027, coming later this year is the next iteration.
Whoa!
Our next iteration of Mystery Booster called Mystery Booster Commander Edition. This set is entirely designed for
Oh,
Commander
this is
Draft.
so
There are 20
sick.
card packs. As well as 59 new 59 new mechanical designs designed entirely for Commander.
Oh my
Yeah, I
god,
think
dude!
Yeah.
That's awesome. Commander Draft Mystery Booster box.
If you
with
were excited
59
about
mechanical.
that, we actually
oh,
do
yeah.
have some cards to preview.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
That's so
All right,
sick.
so let's start with the first one. It's actually a throw way, way, way back, all the way to Homelands.
Yes. So here is
Did
Joven
it!
and Chandler.
We
They
got
are
a Joven and Chandler card.
Sorry, a red 5-mana red creature that allows you to take control
this
of
is hype.
artifacts from other players
This
on
is hype, y'all.
the battlefield. If it
Commander
then gets
Draft
untapped
Mystery Booster
with
box.
haste, if that goes to the graveyard, they get powered up. And the longtime Vorthos fans will see some callbacks
That's
to
so
Ebony
sick.
Rhino and Joven's Ferrets in the
Hell
card art
yes.
there, which I think is going to be super, super fun.
I knew that
And
Mystery
where can
Booster
get
2
hold
we
of
were
this,
moving on from
of these
soon.
mystery boosters?
So you can get a hold of these at Gen Con, as well as Magic Con later this year and Festival in a Box. But not all of the cards in Mystery Booster Commander are throwbacks. Some of them involve a brand new mechanic that we have called Rule Breaker. So let's take a look at our next card called Talabo. Talabo is a very cute 4-mana otter.
Whoa!
And it says whenever you cast an instant, you can make an otter. And it has this new ability called Rule Breaker that allows you to play instant and sorcery spells of an additional color not in your commander's color identity, as well as basic lands. We worked super closely with the Commander format panel on this. This was a recommendation from them.
This is a
so
good
we're
thing.
Super excited.
This is a cool thing, chat, because it allows more designs that are niche. We don't get the blue we don't get, you know, the blue-red enchantments for spell casting, but we can get the red instants and sorceries. So it's a narrow design lane that helps.
People have been asking for that for a long time, and I'm very excited to get to share that it is coming back
Hall of Fame's back.
this
That's
year.
Cool.
Yeah!
Okay, cool. Yeah, I've got to make some. I've got to make some arguments to y'all about how Rule Breaker is good as a mechanic, because I can see how the initial reaction would be knee jerk. This sucks. It kills Commander as a thing. But I think it widens the design lanes without making it just yet another is it otter spellcasting Commander.
Is there a spot on the Pro Tour Hall of Fame for someone who misses all their triggers?
You have to ask Sakil.
Yeah, Nicholas. Hall of Fame should have never gone away. I'm glad it's back. Not much else to say there.
Right.
Sick.
Who would like to see the first set of 2027? That's
Yeah,
a good
the lore
answer.
of a competitive
Roll the
scene
tape!
is good. So, here we go. Underwater set! Who said underwater set?
Noctis is our very first fully underwater
Noctis!
plane. This is something that fans have been asking us for so long.
Noctis is a place of merfolk civilizations in their height. It is a place of many different fantasy species all coexisting together. But it is also a place where an apocalyptic danger lurks at the bottom of the ocean.
As far as gameplay elements go, we wanted to really stay grounded in traditional Magic gameplay. It's all the familiar things that you'd expect, plus this awesome environment, all these cool creatures that you can see, and
This
huge
looks
visual
awesome.
spectacles as well.
This is a fully featured, deep, layered, high fantasy world, bursting with color and cultures. Beyond the merfolk, our set is populated with tons of other different creatures. The humans here
The
are really the
squid folk.
outsiders.
To place an entire world in a place where
Oh,
everything
that's
is
cool.
buoyant,
The
it
humans,
changes
yeah,
the
they
game
have to
so
be,
much
like,
at its
in-
fundamental level.
Oh, that's cool, man.
The first major unique thing about Noctis is that it's the first main set release, possibly ever, arguably,
Whoa,
that doesn't
that's
have
cool
flying
looking.
as a mechanic, since we're all underwater all the time. We actually have a brand new mechanic, which I won't tell you too much about yet. That is an evasive mechanic that sort of takes the place of flying.
We have 5 distinct colors that we have to pay off.
No
so it can't be a
flying
mono
in the
blue
entire
set.
There's
set.
quite a bit of diversity and variety down in the ocean. We have kelp forests for green, and we have the dark abyss, and we have whale falls, graveyards of bones.
In the end, we have
Yeah,
an
this
experience
is cool,
that's
chat.
much more
This
similar
feels
to a traditional
magic-y.
Magic set from a
It gives
color
me
balance
that feeling
perspective
in
than
my
you might
chest.
initially expect.
Like a magic set does.
There's a huge sense of mystery. What are all the things that I could discover here?
It is so different.
Deep lore drop about Joel is that I wanted to be a marine biologist for a large chunk of my early life. And so this is definitely very cool to me. I love this. Noctis, the sunken realm. Into it.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, can we just give it up for an actual magic set that looks like a magic set? And how people are like, oh yeah, magic sets are cool. We like those.
We are on a time crunch. Sorry. I mean, that's the kind of reaction you want right there, Jackie.
Absolutely.
Very
When
cool.
are we taking the plunge?
I feel like you are
People are
trying
excited.
to trick me into saying an ocean-themed pun, which is ironic because during the set's development, the creative team constantly was trying to get me to do that, and I absolutely refused and would never take the bait. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's
This
where the
one
Jaws
time.
reprint will be.
Players are going to get to take the plunge into Noctis Sunken Realm on February 5th, 2027.
All right. First set of
And look,
next year's and brand new
I know we've just seen
flame.
a lot from that video right there, but
it was moving fast. We'd love to see some stills and get a real feel for Noctis if possible.
Yeah, I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Okay,
Can we get a card?
So Noctis is this vast, fully underwater plane. It's
Damn,
got
it
the
looks so cool.
warm shallows, and then you get to dive
makes me
down
wanna
all the
go
way
to
to
the
the
beach.
dark depths of
Jennifer,
the dark
are you
abyss.
watching?
I think the
We gotta go to the
idea of Underwater
beach.
World is this really classic high fantasy concept, and one of the biggest challenges
Black,
for the
white.
creative team is like, how do we take this idea that, you know, is out there, but do it in a way that's really unique to Magic? And I think one of the best ways to approach that is underwater is usually the domain of blue, and we said, how can we explore this through all the different 5 colors of
Yeah,
mana,
I
and
dig
how does
that.
that show up in all the environments, which was really fun.
I bet.
Yeah, that means that the creatures of this world also just encompass a menagerie of different things, from colossal behemoths all the way down to the cute, cuddly creatures of the ocean.
Yeah, you've got the things you would expect. So
That seal
merfolk,
warrior looks so
shark
cool.
folk, squid folk.
I wanna be a
but we
seal
also got
warrior.
To explore,
The
like,
human
how do
warrior
air breathers
looks dope
survive down
too.
here?
Like,
how do
yeah,
the humans
man,
get
this-
around?
Hang
This,
on,
like,
if you had to think outside the box, maybe a snorkel
Dive
equipment
suit
confirmed
armor
for
looks so
Noctis?
sick.
Never know.
Wait and see. Wait and
I
see.
love that.
Is this the beginning of the new Magic story then?
Yes, so this is Noctis, the Sunken Realm is the first set
Yeah,
in
Spec,
2027,
I'm with you. This
as
looks so
well
cool.
as the beginning of our new story arc.
And you will be able to
Here we
celebrate
go.
the release of Noctis at the first of 4 Magicons in 2027.
4 Magicons.
Zakil, where and when, please?
The first MagicCon in 2027 will take place in North America, and a place we haven't been in a while. The MagicCon will be in the Motor City of Detroit.
Detroit Magicon.
Oh, make some noise for Detroit!
Let's go.
No, I get it, Magic fans. I get it. You know, it's the birthplace of Motown, techno. You nerds aren't known for their dance moves, you know, which is why we're giving you
Magicon Detroit.
plenty
That's so
of
funny.
warning just to get the hips
Let's
warmed up and ready to
go.
go for Detroit.
They were
you know?
like, give it up for Detroit, everybody.
Jackie, you have a Magicon fact to tell us about as well, right?
Oh, I have such a good one. This is the best. Okay, so if you can't make it to Detroit, or you can't dance apparently, May 14th through 16th, we are going to be making our MagicCon debut in Asia. We are going to Tokyo, Japan.
Chad, that's what I'm talking about. Had to be.
Very exciting.
Let's go.
Looks like everyone in here is coming.
Yep.
I'll see you
Very
there.
excited about MagicCon Tokyo.
And
oh, baby.
time to move on to our second set
Start
of
planning
the
it
year,
now. I love that.
making a beloved return,
That's so fun.
but with a big twist.
Yeah, dude. Ooh. Mixed with Ikoria? Yo. Kaiju. Neon Kamigawa Ikoria Kaiju set.
It's just a day like any other
Yeah,
on Kamigawa.
dude!
And then, bam, the sky opens up and out falls of all things Ikoria.
Oh my
We've got
God.
giant monsters.
I'm a huge
weird
Godzilla guy, too,
creatures,
y'all. This is-
Nightmares, elementals, and literally the land itself falling out of the sky.
What a
Kamigawa
pairing.
Trade Reach is a set that takes 2 fan favorite
This
planes
is such
and
a
crashes
good
them together.
pairing.
On the
Oh
one
my
hand, we've got
God.
Kamigawa. This is a long-standing Magic plane with a lot of nostalgia. On the other hand, we've got Ikoria,
Dude.
much newer, but
Dude, this
very
is
quickly
the
beloved by
hypest
fans.
I've been.
And each of these sets
Oh my
is coming
God,
together
this
to
is
clash
so cool.
in a classic mechs versus monsters
Mechs
conflict.
This is probably
versus
going to be one of
Kaiju,
the
dude.
largest scale conflicts we've ever seen in Magic the Gathering. We're talking about things that might be 4 to 5.
That
to
is
6
so
times the
hype.
size of
This
things
is
we've seen
hype as
before.
shit.
Whether it's the mechs and
Spec,
these kind of
you
gigantic
know
constructs,
how
or
unreasonably
most evidently the
excited I am
monsters who
for
are going
this.
to dwarf everything around them.
It's
The scale
Godzilla
is, like,
and Mech
off the
Warrior.
charts huge, so we had to make
Yo!
sure that the human element was retained. So a lot of our humans, I actually had to put up on
Oh my
rooftops
God,
just
dude.
to make sure that they were within eyesight.
12-year-old
of, like,
Joel,
these
our
giant
Magic, is
monsters that are rampaging
screaming
through
and
the city.
sprinting around the
There's
house
a
right
large
now.
focus on the people of Kamigawa and how
Godzilla
they are gonna have
and
to
Mech
deal with
Warrior?
this incursion,
Get
how they're
outta
going to be able
here.
to defend their homes,
Get
defend themselves,
outta
protect
here,
the people.
dude.
The set story will have lasting implications on the characters that we know and love.
Oh
What we're seeing
man, that
now
is
for one of
awesome.
the first times is an Omen Path representing an existential threat.
It was very important to us when making the set that we weren't just taking mechs from one place and monsters from the other
That's
and
such a
smashing them
good
together,
use.
but that this was
That's
really
such a good
true
use finally too of the Omen Path thing for not just like, oh, it's a bridge. You can go
and
visit.
What would that mean for the denizens? What would that mean
Ikoria is
for the
like, what's up?
characters?
We're
What would that
here.
mean for the
Our
magic
house now,
of the
bitches.
planes? And I think
Yes,
that we
dude.
really were able to dive deep and fully flesh out this
That
mashup of
is
two
sick.
settings into one really cool result.
I think it's just a match made in heaven. We have the monsters, we have the mechs.
Look at
what
that
we get to do
art,
is take
bro.
the amazing things that you expect from this epic conflict, but humanize it in the way that only magic can.
Titan Breach. That's so tight. That's so sick. Yeah, dude. Look at him. He's like, we know. We know. We had that idea. We knew. We knew.
All right, all right.
That idea came up and we knew. Yeah, dude.
All right, one moment.
Yes, dude.
When's it coming out, Jackie?
All right, so the Battle for Kamigawa
Yes,
begins
dude.
June 4th, 2027.
Put it in the diary. June
So
4th,
sick.
2027.
Oh my God.
Zakil-
Magicon Tokyo, Kamigawa Titan Breach. Are you kidding?
Takes place on Kamigawa. Ikoria is invading for reasons that will become clear. Kamigawa is one of our most popular planes
Look at
for
how
Magic's
cool
history.
that
You'll see
shit
a lot of
looks.
familiar locations and amazing architecture and landscapes. Although this time it is through the lens of an
Damn.
all-out
I didn't
planar
think about
war.
mashup set.
Yeah, the environments
That's
are
so
cool,
good.
but the
Yeah, I mean,
monsters that we're
Voltron
gonna get
secret
to see and the
layers,
creature designs
Mech
are
Warrior
so
secret
incredible.
layers,
Yeah,
Pacific
you've got
Rim secret
updated
layers,
new Ikoria monsters and their
Godzilla
bonders
return.
going head-to-head against these
Tell me
sleek
that's not
Kamigawa
Mothra in
mechs
the
and their
top
pilots.
left.
It's going to be sick.
Holy
The
shit.
big question is why and what led to this all-out
Don't
war
care, it was
and what will
great.
come from it. Get ready to
Awesome
choose your
cards.
side in June of next year.
Brilliant.
Man, I
Okay,
wish
so
that it
let's
was
add
gonna
this
come
to
out
the
before
2027
Tokyo, but that's
timeline. You
awesome.
can see it on screen right now. 3 sets and 2 Magicons in the first 6 months of 2027.
Yeah, next year's gonna be
Truly the year of the
insane.
gathering, would you not agree?
Good lord.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
So Vegas will be
gonna be
number
huge,
3,
Jack.
right?
Yeah, it's going to be huge.
Yeah.
So Kamigawa Titan Breach is going to be
August.
our third set of the year
Vegas.
after our first unannounced Universes Beyond set.
And
Ultraman.
where should fans
Yeah,
gather
Rodon.
to
Yeah,
celebrate
yeah.
the
Heard,
battle
heard.
between the mechs and the Icorian monsters? Where can we go for that to kill?
Yeah, we have a bit more of a gap until our next MagicCon, but we will have theming for Kamigawa Titan Breach at our third MagicCon, MagicCon Las Vegas, in August 27th through 29th, about a month after
Nailed it.
our second Universes Beyond set of the year.
All
We're
right.
going back to Vegas, baby! Jackie, we spoke earlier on
right.
about the Hall
Is
of
it
Fame.
another- is it
and I'd
MagicCon
love to talk
Atlanta?
a little bit more for our
Where do we go
competitive
for number
fans.
4?
And
Let me
have you
see
got
it
any
in
more that
chat.
we're able to announce?
Yeah, we're going to chat a little
MagicCon.
bit about the Limited Championship.
How about MagicCon
the Limited Championship is a pro
Toronto?
level event that players have already been
Vegas is
qualifying
gonna be
for,
every year.
But today we're sharing that the
We know
actual
that
event
Vegas
itself
is going to
gonna
happen
take
every
place
year.
June
That's kind of
18th
their
through 20th in
industry
Minneapolis.
show as well.
Fantastic. So we started with
MagicCon.
not just the Sunken Realm.
Yeah, Vegas is going to be
Moved on
hot
to Kamigawa
in
Titan
August.
Breach, and now we have
All right.
our third in-universe set of 2027 to
Europe
show
somewhere? Yeah, I could see
you. And let
that.
me tell you, it is definitely going to be one of the most anticipated settings we have had in a long time. Let's take a look.
All right. This is looking pretty Ixalan. Halo rings? Oh! It's Zolfir. Nice! Very cool.
Zolfir is a plane that has been a part of Magic history for a very, very long time.
Yeah,
It's a
around
very highly
forever.
magical place.
This is a world that is powered by the light and the
Nice.
magic of 5 suns, so there's never night here. And this is contrasted with the spirit realm, where it is full of mystery, it's full of dangers, where your ancestors and spirits
looks
go.
cool.
And it is a world of eternal darkness.
So there's lots of monstrous things and things that you have to protect yourself from, but ultimately it's a way to stay connected to your history.
Zolfir sort of overwrote Mirrodin's, but we didn't want it to overwrite what Icon come before it entirely.
I want people to feel like
it's no mech battling kaijus, but it looks sick.
The surface, not just of what
no, we're not getting any universes beyond today,
but what magic can be.
Some of this concept art kind of reminds me
Oftentimes
of
when we think about fantasy, what we think about
Wakanda.
is a Eurocentric lens, but Afro fantasy is specifically pulled from the cultures of the Black diaspora through the lens of our mythology, our culture, the way that we dress, the way that we approach artistry. We get to use our inspiration from the foundation of what our culture is and build a new world and realm based off of that.
So I thought, perfect, blank slate, we can start fresh and really focus on making sure this stays as Afrocentric and authentic as possible. So we had cultural consultants, we had Afrofuturist authors, we had African history professors keeping us on track and making sure it stayed true to our vision. The challenge was doing enough research and making sure that we were marrying African culture and
makes
weapons
sense, right? Both
and
Wakanda
textile patterns and all of that
visual
stuff
identity is
with that
Afrocentric.
sprinkling of
Afro
the Magic the
fantasy, as they're
Gathering
calling
aesthetic.
This is one of my favorite parts of the set.
So it makes sense if that was a huge
is like this very
influence
rich
for them
culture
on
and
this one,
spirituality.
Zalfir,
I want
that they share.
ancestral connection.
So I wonder if they do a crossover with the Marvel stuff.
I
Surely
want
they
to
do,
see
right?
that rich tapestry of people represented.
It's a very highly magical place. Being able to show something that's so spiritually and culturally significant in a very fantastical way was a really important part of the set, and the visuals.
Yeah, it's tough to beat kaiju versus mechs, but it looks sick.
I hope the people who see this
that
and
floodplain looks
haven't
awesome.
seen themselves represented in such a way, I just hope that they feel empowered, excited, energized, and inspired to also know that, they are represented, their body types are represented, their hair, and the infinite things that our hair can do are represented. And I just want people to feel the joy that we felt while creating this set.
Looks cool. Art looks sick. Oh yeah. When is Black History Month? It's crazy that didn't line up more. Or Juneteenth. I guess we don't have to do gimmicks, do we?
The first time we're going to be back in Zalfir since March of the Machine in 2023, Zakil. When's the set coming, though?
Way too long for me. So I was the executive producer on this set. I've had the chance to work on it for a couple of years. But I can't wait for it to release. It will be releasing on October 1st, 2027.
And Zalfir has been part of the Magic universe for a long time, Jackie, right? I think 96 with Mirage.
Yeah.
What are some of the new ideas that are going into Zalfir with this new set?
Yeah, so like you said, it's been around for a long time. It's going to be familiar to longtime players. But this is actually the first time that we are seeing it as a plane all of its own. So for those who've been following the story, Teferi phased out Zalfir during the first Phyrexian invasion to protect it.
Next
so
year's
it's been
in-universe
phased back
sets
in
look
now,
cool.
but it's not unchanged. It doesn't pause in time. Like the people of Zalfir kept evolving and living during that time. And when it phased back in, it actually emerged in the spot where Mirrodin had previously been. So it's a return to world, but I think there's like narrative justification that allowed us to really update it and do something completely exciting and different with it as well.
And how about the creatures, Zakil?
Yeah, absolutely. We spent so much time
Alex,
looking at
Dark
creatures
Souls
and
feels
world
inevitable.
building,
They've already been
to
working
try to
with a lot of the
create
video game
fresh
companies,
look,
right?
A new fresh feeling of this while still staying true to classic Magic.
I love the art.
Yeah, I think for the creative team, we were so excited to have the opportunity to fully flesh out the culture of Zalfir. I think whenever we work on a setting that takes inspiration from a real-world culture, it's so important to us that we treat it with respect and authenticity. And we brought on creative consultations, consultants to help us. But at this time, we actually did something a little bit different. In addition to that, we brought on collaborators who were experts in Afro fantasy, and we had them really work closely with us to co-create the set.
That's kind of Ikoria, right?
We learned a lot from them, but I think
Lost
one
Cavern
of the things that I was most inspired
mostly like Mayan,
by
Incan,
working with them
Central
and kind of hearing
American.
them was how excited
Not
they
straight
were
up.
and how important it was to
More
them
Mexican
that
influence.
Magic was doing this
But I would
set.
assume that that's what thing.
it's a return to world, so it's something that it's natural for us to do. But Magic has a really big voice and a really big platform in the fantasy space. And for us to really lean in and put some focus on this and update it and do Afro fantasy right in a genre that really doesn't get enough attention in media, it's huge. It's a really big deal. Yeah. You know, I've worked on a lot of Magic sets, and this is probably the Magic set I feel most proud to be part of.
I love that. I mean, we've not even, seen any cards yet. Already,
I want to see some cards. We would take some cards.
So let's add Jalfir to our 2027
W Creative said kudos for not putting in Black History Month. Yeah, that's what I was like. After I said it, I was like, kind of gimmicky,
yeah,
probably,
there will
right?
be a Universes Beyond set released after Jalfir as well, bringing the year to 6 total major booster releases, with 3 of them being these beautifully crafted Magic
Noctis,
multiverse
Kamigawa,
worlds.
Titan Breach, and Zalfir. Hell yeah, dude. I love it.
So if we take a look at the 3 sets that we revealed today, honestly, I think that this is some of the best world building the creative team has ever done in a single year. It's pretty incredible. All of these are absolute bangers.
Crazy 2 new planes.
I think what's really special about getting the opportunity to work on Magic is that it has this huge creative legacy that's so important that we get to honor.
Still no
but at the
reprint
same time,
set.
we get to build
We knew
upon
there was
it
gonna
and
be 6
evolve
sets.
it and
Still
chart
no
where it's
reprint
going.
set.
And I think these 3 sets do exactly that. Noctis, Kamigawa, Titan Breach, and Zalfir each represent something that is really true and authentically Magic, but at the same time pushing the multiverse into really new spaces, which is what we're here to do.
Incredible. I mean, Amsterdam, what are you making of the future?
Yeah.
Come on, let's hear you. 2027, the year of the gathering. Incredible.
One more MagicCon announcement.
We're almost. I'm just thinking. Didn't we? We said there'd be 4 MagicCons. No.
We did.
Forgotten one.
I think we might have. I can share that now if you want.
Do you want to hear it?
Commander Festival in a Box is a reprint set,
All right,
Julian. That's
so
a good
our
point.
last MagicCon of 2027 is going to take place December 3rd through 5th.
December.
Right back here in Amsterdam. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Amsterdam Part 2. There you go. Detroit, Tokyo, Vegas, and Amsterdam. Wow.
Wow. Look at that
I would assume that'll be in Atlanta.
Incredible for 2027.
So they do these preview panels at every MagicCon. We got one more left this year in Atlanta, and I'm assuming we'll get the 3 Universes Beyond sets announced in ATL.
Jackie, Zakil, thank you so much. Whether you're excited about going with Noctis and the Sunken Realm, exploring the mighty mechs of Kamigawa Titan Breach, or returning to a new
Titan Breach looks sick as hell.
2027. It is going to be an awesome year for Magic. Thank you to both of you for hanging out. I have been Jack Saunders. Thank you so much. Maybe see you tomorrow for The Hobbit. Good night.
All right. Holy moly. What a swamp of information, chat. That was a lot. That was super sick. Man. The in-universe stuff for next year has got me super hyped. And I'll definitely be heading out to Tokyo. Got to start planning that trip right now. Y'all, there was so much announced today. Steve, yeah, I knew. I was like, Steve's going to love the Detroit one, dude. No, they're not going to give us any cards for those, y'all. That stuff's way, way far away. We were lucky to see as much as we got. We got some Reality Fracture cards. That was pretty cool. The UB stuff will be announced at Atlanta, I would hazard to guess. And yeah, that in-universe stuff for next year looks super sweet. No, we weren't getting any Universes Beyond announcements for this in this one. This was all their Universes Within and their MagicCon announcements for next year. But y'all, the thing is that this weekend doesn't stop. I'm not at MagicCon Amsterdam, but I am with the announcements. I'm going to be back live again tomorrow. There is a Hobbit preview panel tomorrow, so I'm going to be live on a Saturday. I think it's around 11. I got to look up the time. Somebody drop in chat if you know what time the Hobbit panel is tomorrow. But the thing is I'm going to be live again for that. And so we're going to get to look at some sick new Hobbit cards tomorrow. So holy moly. Yeah, Frosty made it. Would have been cool if Tokyo was the third one so that it lined up with Titan Breach or whatever it's called. Yeah, Alex, we're going to be live tomorrow. So 12:30 p.m. EST. There you go. Chat, watch out for it tomorrow. I will be live for the Hobbit panel. And I hope you'll be here. That was a really fun reveal. Thanks for hanging out if you're live. Thanks for watching after the fact. If you're here after the fact. Love you, mean it. I'm gonna go make some videos about all this. You know how I do. Y'all have a good Friday. Have a good weekend. I'll see you live here tomorrow for the Hobbit reveal. Let's look at some Hobbit cards tomorrow. That could be fun. I don't know how Hobbit could bring us down, Count. We already know there's not going to be a commander deck, so we're emotionally prepared for no precons with the Hobbit. And, you know, we'll see. Yeah, I know. Everybody starts saying Joel wait. Everybody starts saying Joel wait. I am going to go outside, Red Hawk. I think I heard the lawn getting mowed, so should be nice out there. Y'all have a wonderful afternoon and a great Saturday in which you will see me